Hi guys, welcome to a brand new Take 5 video. I feel so weird sitting here and doing this voiceover. It has been a hot minute in May. I don't know what is going on with my YouTube schedule, but I am definitely off my game this month. Could be the fact that it's my birthday month. Who knows where that moon is. Anyhow, we're gonna jump right in. As you can see, I am already drawing my face, and let's get into these prompts. And speaking of prompts, this month's prompts are coming to us from Ree. I want to say Ree is one of the original ladies from the Take 5, and this month I am happy to welcome a few new ladies to the collaboration. I am really excited to see what they create. They have created Take 5s before, and of course part of the, let's call it the audition process to become part of the group was to create Take 5. You will find all of the ladies, all 11 of them, down below in the description. I am really excited. I am an Uber fan and I will be watching live. I am really excited to announce that all 12 spots for the Take 5 collaboration challenge are full right now, but that should not discourage you. If you ever feel like you want to participate or partake in the challenge, please make sure you link one of us here on YouTube, mention it in one of our descriptions, and absolutely use the hashtag Take5Art in your Instagram post so that we can see it and enjoy. So what I've created here is a young lady, and she's very cute, and now I'm going to take my ruler and rip her in half. I'm going to adhere her using my matte medium. And now we're ready for prompt number 1, which is mirrored image. A bit more of that matte medium to lock them in place. You may be cringing now about the air bubbles forming. I'm not worried. I like texture and they'll disappear eventually. Prompt number 2 is texture paste, and if you know my history with Take 5, you know that texture paste and I have a very strange love-hate relationship, but we did good this time. I'm very happy. I am finally learning how to use this properly, and as they say nowadays, practice makes progress. I mean, did you see that? Just one one slide of my palette knife. I just love the fact that I finally figured how to use this stuff. Okay, and I think that I introduced this pen before, but here goes again. Jane Davenport's Hot Vinyl Gloss. Love this pen. It glides amazing. It is super, super, like it's just a happy experience, and I love it. And we're gonna go in for the hair and the face, just give it a nice black pop. I never notice in real life how much I wiggle and jiggle my pen around. It's only in post-edit that I get to see that. I'm still learning things about myself. Oh gosh. Drawing faces is not my go-to. I don't consider myself any kind of expert at all. I always get really nervous because the symmetry of one's face, even though I know intellectually that nobody has asymmetrical face, to me it bothers me. But this image, I kept it nice, clean, and simple, trying to maintain the symmetry that I managed to achieve in pencil. And then somehow, even though it's two parts of the same face, even now after it's all done, I can't get over how different. It's like they're twins, so they're very similar, but at the same time very different. It's so wild to me. Or maybe it's just all in my overthinking brain. I am going to give everything a coat of gesso, and the reason for this is, if you've watched any of my other Take 5s, you know that I have tried a few different methods with my textured paste. I have left it as it is, and I don't like the gumminess to it, the stickiness of it. It tends to stick to the other pages when I close the book. I've also tried mixing the texture paste and the gesso before applying it to the page, which worked a couple of times and then was a disaster other times. So now I have come up with this method where I just lay down the texture paste, let it dry, and then apply gesso over it so that it has a little more structure to it. It doesn't stick anymore, and I can paint over it with any watercolor or acrylic or gelatos, as opposed to when the texture paste is just by itself. It does not take other mediums very well. Once I dried it, I did go back and fill in their missing features. Okay, let's add some color. Yes. Prompt number 3 is ink with either pads or spray. Here's the kicker. Prompt 4 is only use 3 colors. So this first color here I'm using is by Ranger Dylusions. It is a mica spray. It is bubblegum pink. I feel like I may have bought a dud because this is supposed to be vibrant turquoise. There is nothing vibrant about the lack of color here. Okay, and third we've got crushed grape. A little bit better, but not quite as vibrant as the pink. I don't know what is happening. Since the turquoise was a dud, I am grabbing my Tim Holtz Distress ink in Peacock Feathers, and I am going to use that. I'm sure you guys would agree that I'm still within the 3 colors only prompt, right? It was right around here where my fingers started hurting, but I am willing to suffer for my art. I did not intend on doing this, but it worked out so perfectly where, like, that hole was just the right size for her eye. I will admit I got very dot happy. It was working, and for some reason I just could not just stop and leave well enough alone. And I keep adding and adding and adding, and in retrospect, I just want to kick myself. Walked away, I let it dry, I came at it with some stamps off camera. Then I remembered I forgot prompt 5, which is to use staples. I won't staple my page because I don't want to ruin the page prior or ruin the potential for the next page, so I'm gluing them on instead. But this page is still nagging me and it needs something, or rather less of something. So in an attempt to mute down the colors, I grab some gesso and the stencil, and instead what happens is I'm picking up the ink, and so my gesso is now turning gray. I make a decision to just white the whole thing out, and of course the gesso is now moving all of the ink colors, and what I thought would just be a whiteout turned into the actual solution. The way the turquoise started moving around and mixing with the pink and purple created a really nice effect that I am going to continue working on. Spoiler alert to anybody who was a big fan of the dots, they do not survive this. With this stroke, I start seeing actual white, so I do let it dry and come back with the mica sprays and just give it another dose. And I'm really happy with what happened. It looks like cotton candy, and that makes me really happy. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I had a great time. I hope that you like, subscribe, and watch all of the other ladies in this amazing art collaboration. Bye!